today. From Commander's Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Geno now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now Geno on 1st down. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he is in. Touchdown, right. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
From the end zone, Smith sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's caught left side, Myers with it. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. In motion left goes Myers. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Throwing now is Geno. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Lockett the motion man right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's Mayer, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Geno. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's in. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Smith. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Raiders at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Throwing is Smith. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Smith throwing again. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. On the move pass, and I think the ball's out. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Smith. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Lockett, the man in motion. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time.
Laddie.
Take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McCormick. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Smith on 3rd down. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They keep it on the ground. White again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Smith now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McCormick. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. They snap it to Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a beast in the red zone.